10 things they don't tell you about being depressed. 1, wearing black in the middle of the summer really sucks. Honestly, it's more difficult than you think to be your own honest person and to figure out a path back to happiness when all you can think about is the next glass of water and how long your deodorant is going to last, because damn, everyone sweats. 2, there are people who won't care that you wear black, and there are people who will. And the ones who don't care generally don't care either because they do it too, or because clothing choice really doesn't impact them. The ones who do care, well, unless you're the frontman for the latest edgy band, it's not gonna win you any favors. 3, not everyone who's depressed wears black. I know this is shocking. Just like the fact that not all of us smoke, we aren't all on drugs, and that I have received more offers to partake in illegality from those who were perfectly normal than anyone who owned their depression. And I have more people who've already told me they'll kick my ass if I fuck up the same way they did, who think they're absolutely crazy. 4, you're going to fuck up. We all make mistakes, and living in a place where there are days you don't want to live at all does not automatically make you immune. It just makes you more likely to be offended when someone points it out, or alternatively, to take it way too personally and be ready to blame yourself for everything. There will be days when you are going to say too much. There will be days when you will say too little. And if you're anything like me, there will be days when you are standing on the very edge of a mistake, waiting for someone to pull you back, and the only people still watching who assume you haven't yet fallen off the brink are the ones who are so far down they can't possibly catch you. 5, people will fuck you up. And I don't just mean bruises, although you'll probably have to deal with your fair share of those too. I mean that the second your depression makes you seem different, people start to do things to punish you. I mean, all the things said behind your back that you'll hear so often you can't believe they aren't true anymore. I mean all the things people will say trying to help you, never knowing the knives they're throwing. I mean all the things people will do to pretend they aren't just like you. I mean all the things people will do as if your mental state were contagious. 6, depression isn't contagious, but that doesn't mean you don't have to be careful, because our words have power and everyone says things they don't want to. Sometimes when depression takes over your mouth, your body, your soul, you're going to hurt the people around you. And sometimes it's too late to say sorry. 7, eventually, sorry doesn't mean anything. There are only so many times someone can be there to catch you. There are only so many times you can make the same mistake and expect people to come back for more. There are only so many times you can hear the words, "I'm so sorry you feel this way," before you forget what that sentence means. 8, at rock bottom, there is nowhere to go but up. Because rock bottom is a pinprick hole, a dark space with walls shaped exactly like you, where the pain is neck deep and your tears aren't putting out the hellfire below you anymore. And in that panic-stricken moment, because no matter how long rock bottom lasts, it's really only a moment, it doesn't feel like you have any choices, because the walls are pressing in on you like a Star Wars trash compactor. There are only 2 options: break or rocket free from the pressures. Let hellfire ignite the cannon of your soul and shoot for the stars, because the worst that can happen is to miss the mark and, like a meteor, fall back to earth. Put on one hell of a show and land with a soul-shattering boom. 9, sometimes depression is about picking up the pieces when someone else breaks. Nothing in the universe is ever wasted, and when someone loses sight of their own inner value, finds themselves fallen into a cacophony of mental hell, a rocket without a fuse, and is crushed, it is up to us to figure out how to put the pieces of their soul back together. A stained glass memory a mosaic of everything that made them wonderful, including their depression. 10. Depression isn't a death sentence. You aren't condemned. It isn't your fault. It doesn't mean that you are broken or flawed just because you are or have been depressed. Depression is a sign that you feel everything so clearly. Depression is a sign that you have bled and bled and bled without succumbing to your wounds. Everyone has scars. These, when you are working your way back from the pit, are the final strokes of a godly Da Vinci finishing your portrait. And the most awe-inspiring part of the painting of your life is you.